Hi, welcome to Gaming with Me. For this video, we'll be counting down the top 10 Xbox One games under $30. Let's dive right in and start saving some cash. The Division comes in at number 10 spot to kick off our list. This one wasn't a hit when it launched, but now that it's only under $20, you can definitely get your money's worth on this one. It's a lot of looting, crafting, and shooting while you jump from one main or side quest to the next. That's really not a bad thing, especially if you get a couple of friends to join you. You won't get the DLC with the base game, but you'll still get enough to give you an idea of what you're getting into, and plenty of running and gunning to keep you going for a while. Forza Horizon 2 races into the number 9 spot. If you're looking for the most recent, Forza Horizon 3 is available, but however, there's just as much fun and just as much beauty found on Forza 2. Forza is known for high detail, high graphics, and high level of customization, just as it's known for its high speed, and this game is no exception. Racing games have been so much of a spectacle in the Forza series, and under $30 is a great time to hit the gas and get burning through the series. Number 8. Rocket League flips and scores out our number 8 spot on the list. For anyone not familiar with the game, this is one-on-one or two-on-two soccer simulation, but with cars. Yes, cars. You get the speed and burst, you can make your car fly through the air with the greatest of ease. You get some customization on what your car looks like, and you can even put hats and bodies on it, which can be more fun than it should be. But the heart of the game is in its gameplay. Team up with a friend, taking on challenges can keep you reliving your engines for hours and hours. Number 7. Halo 5 Master Chief Collection. Team up to take the number 7 spot on this list. Yes, this is 2 games in one spot. We all know that Halo deserves a place on every list that has anything to do with Xbox of any kind. Totally, I agree with you there, but Master Chief is starting to show his age a little bit, and while he's getting a spot on the list, he doesn't get all of them. The collection is Halo 1 and 2 revamped for the Xbox One. While it does still have a lot of fun in the original games, and going back to Blood Gulch again, there is just something about it that doesn't feel quite right. Halo 5 is a more recent entry into the franchise, and while the multiplayer is still the same formula that you have come to know and love, only with a point system that you have to purchase vehicles and a card system to support your weapons loadout, and the single player is nothing like what you're still used to, you can still find a lot in these gems. They're absolutely something to check out now that they're priced to sell. Just to be warned that once you get into the multiplayer modes of either, you're going to end up being there for a long, long time. Number 6. Zombies, silly outfits, and crazy psychopaths lead the charge to the number 6 with the original Dead Rising. Dead Rising is still highly regarded as the best game in the series, and for good reason. You get a full game, a full sandbox to play in, and you can sure be that the more you play in, the more you're going to stumble across something you haven't seen. You're going to play through this game 3 or 4 times just through the main story, still hunting for one more survivor, all before you get to the overtime mode, which is still having you run around with no time limit. Just being able to have fun and hacking and stopping the dead and trying on new clothes, because why not? Number 5. Sliding into spot number 5 is Sunset Overdrive. Open world, everyone turned to some zombie mutant things by a messed up company and their new energy drink. Crazy weapons that you could change up, rail grinding through the city, just causing havoc everywhere. Sound like fun? You bet it does. The humor, characters, and fourth wall break in this game starts strong and it doesn't let up the whole way through. It can be a challenge at some times, but even when it is, it's still fun. Crack open your copy today. Number 4. Gears of War Ultimate Edition. A re-release of the original Gears of War games, with a fresh coat of paint thrown on them for good measure. I could probably stop there, and you would still run out and get yourself a copy of this one, if you haven't already got 5 of them. Gears of War has been on Xbox flagship series since its original release, and for good reason. From the gameplay to the graphics to the story, it all falls together in one of the most gritty and rewarding game franchises ever. Number 3. Metal Gear Solid: The Phantom Pain on the number 3 spot. Okay, stop yelling and hear me out. We all know the sins of this game. Dropping Hater, taking full control away from Hideo Kojima. I get it, but that doesn't take away from the fact that this is still a great game. The graphics, the story, and the world, and the amount of content, they're all in those spades, or diamonds if you prefer. The base building, recruiting, and challenge mode just help to sweeten the deal. If you can get yourself through the first part of the game, you can put all the nonsense behind you. This is an exciting and rewarding experience, the likes that you would expect from a Metal Gear title. Number 2. Ori and the Blind Forest falls into number 2 and into our hearts. The charm actually leaks out of the case of this game through your system as you play it, so bring a towel. But really, this game is beautiful, and beyond that, it's niche and got it right. It's a side-scroller platformer with the heart and feeling. If you've ever considered playing this game, or a side-scrolling platformer of any kind, do yourself a favor and pick this one up. Number 1, finally taking the number 1 spot on the list, the one, the only Dark Souls 3. The last of the series, the end of an era, and one of the best gaming franchises of all times, and all platforms, all for the low price of $25. This game is easily 60 hours of content, and that's you're only getting the base game and not the DLC. Is it hard? You bet. It'll punish you, but that's what makes it good. Dark Souls does one thing that no other games manage to do, which is capture a true feeling of reward. You will fight the same boss for hours, days, or even weeks, but when you finally put them down, you'll feel like you reached the peak of the mountain. The visuals and the sound and the lore just helps to make this package the complete package to the end of a great series. Don't let this one pass out without giving it a real chance, especially knowing that the difficulty is ever so slightly less than it was in 1 and 2. There you have it, folks, another list in the books. What are your favorite bargain bin Xbox One games? Anything that we nailed that you love on here? Anything we missed? Let us know in the comments. We'll see you again next time. Bye.